Hello, hello, hello. This is Michele Zaragoza, team leader for Central Valley. We have our team meeting. We have a couple of guest speakers, and we have one today. His name is Eric. Eric has been a friend of mine for a long, long, long time, huh, Eric? He has the largest closing gift company in Northern America. His name is Eric, which I've already said. He currently helps over 1,900, that's 1,900 realtors and lenders. All right, Eric, take it away. You've got some time on your hands, so go ahead.
Thank you.
My
Good morning,
pleasure.
everybody. I hope
Hello.
everybody is well. I know I'm not going to wait for you to respond because you don't need to unmute yourself. Last meeting I did, FYI, had some technical issues. So if my audio is going out, Michelle or Irma or somebody, if you could like signal me and let me know, I'd appreciate that. A lot of familiar faces this morning and a couple non-familiar faces. Michelle said I had about 25 or 30 minutes to talk this morning.
I didn't say that.
Just kidding. So I'm gonna talk to you guys a little bit about what I do and how I can help brand your business with your closing gifts. And a good portion of you guys already work with me, so thank you. I think there's close to a dozen that I can just see in front of me that already work with me, probably more. Yes, Norma, thank you. So what I do is I work with the largest closing gift company in North America. And what we do is help realtors and lenders brand themselves with their closing gifts. Traditionally, at the end of a closing, most smart real estate agents give their clients some type of gift. Maybe it's a gift card or basket or bottle of wine. And I always say it really doesn't matter what you give. They appreciate it, the time and money you've spent. But one thing we can all agree on is what happens to 90% of those gift cards, baskets, and bottles of wine a few days or a few months after they're received. And the answer typically is they're consumed, they're gone, and they're forgotten about. Your clients like it, but what is that gift really doing for you and your business long term? And a small percentage of gifts stick on the shelf, hang on a wall, they collect dust, and they're not really doing anything else for your business either. So what we're doing as a company is we're taking the same money you normally spend on a closing gift, whether it's $100 or $200 or whatever that is, and we turn that gift into a long-term branding tool using Cutco. Now, by a show of quick hands, how many people in here have Cutco? Raise them high. I think, yeah, at least 20 of you, I know for sure. Who's had it the longest, real quick? Anybody had it over 15 years? And that includes your mom, Ashley, so go ahead. 20 years? 25 years? Anybody more than 25 years? So about 20 years is the longest? Okay, so imagine if every one of your clients for the next 20 years has a gift from you, and not only is that gift used, but every single time your client is in the center of the home, they see your name and they're reminded of you. Okay? I'm going to screen share real quick so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. This is a quick example of what our closing gifts look like. Okay? Can you guys see that here? Typically engraved. Price point here, this one's $188. So this kind of gives you a quick example of what our gifts look like and present like. And as far as our closing gifts go, we really do we actually help you build three things in your business with our closing gifts. Now, if you haven't heard of Cutco, we've been around since 1949. We're made in America, and everything we make is guaranteed forever. So it literally doesn't matter what happens to it. We fix it free, no questions asked. We do free sharpening for you and your clients, no questions asked at any point. So it literally is guaranteed to have your name and your information for the rest of your clients' lives. And like I said before, this does three things for your business. The first thing this does is it creates this top of mind awareness. The National Association of Realtors, they state 2 years after closing, there's a percent of past clients that can remember their realtor's name. Anybody know what percent that is? 2 years after closing? Anybody? Okay. NAR states it's 9%. So 91% of your clients in 2 years are going to have a really hard time remembering your name. So we're here to help with that. So the first thing we do for you is we create this top of mind awareness, because the information of your logo, of your name, your cell is engraved on our closing gifts, and you pass that out. So literally every single time your clients in the center of the home, which is the kitchen, they see your name, they're reminded of you, and you get that constant touch. Whether it's a Super Bowl party, whether it's Thanksgiving coming up or Christmas, you're constantly there and you're constantly getting that brand. The second thing is the advertising marketing end of it. Legally, when you give a closing gift, you're only able to write off $25. So if you give a $150 gift card, you can only write off $25. Our closing gifts, because your name and information is engraved, you don't write it off as a gift, you write it off as advertising or marketing. Therefore, it is fully 100% tax deductible. So it saves a lot of money on the back end, which is good for your business. Thirdly and finally, we keep a small supply of gifts with you. So when you have a closing, you have your gift here ready to pass out, you hand it to your client, and you're done. You don't have to worry about driving around town, trying to find something, wonder if they like it or don't like it, wonder if they drink red wine or white wine or drink it all. Last time I checked, 100% of every one of your clients are constantly eating. Whether they like to cook or whether they hate to cook, they're opening the drawer, they're cutting a bagel, they're spreading cream cheese,
All right.
things in the kitchen. So to wrap this up, as far as the different price points goes, our prices start at $80 and they go up from there. And we have a buy now special that's going on today. Anybody who wants to get a round of closing gifts, whether you're ordering 6 or 60, I'm going to buy you $175 of free Cutco. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my contact info in the chat box. So anybody who wants to send me a text message right now, I'm in. The first 7 people are going to receive $175 of free Cutco. So I'm going to add that to the chat box. Anybody who wants to get a round of closing gifts, anybody who wants to reorder for the first time, send me a text message. I'm in to 209-324-4887, and I will be sure to respond back to you guys with a date and time later today or tomorrow. We can Zoom or talk and get you all set up. So thank you guys for your time. I appreciate it. We'll be in touch. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. My pleasure. My pleasure. All right, you guys, you know it's all about listings right now, right? It's the end of the year, our last quarter. We need to stay focused. So Jonathon actually reached out to me from LANDVOICE, and I really thought it was interesting and something that we can all use. I ran it past a few of our team members, and they said, yes, get him on here. So we have Jonathon and we have Christopher, from LANDVOICE. All right, take it away, gentlemen. Somewhere.
Jonathon, should I start? Can you hear me?
We can hear you, Christopher.
All right, wonderful. Thank you so much, Michele.
Yes.
I just got a text message from Jonathon that he is not feeling well at all. He has some stomach issue. So he asked me to take over.
Okay.
I'm happy to do so. So I understand we have about 25 minutes?
Yes.
Perfect. And I want to do it this way, guys. I'm going to present to you on the best listing sources and the best tactics that we have found. LANDVOICE has been in business for over 30 years in the market. Can you believe that? There's a tech company that has been around that long. And I've been with LANDVOICE for 7 years, and we monitor the data nationwide all the time. We have an office in California. We monitor California every single day. And the data we're going to share with you today is actually very exciting. So I'm really excited for the area that you're in and what you can do for the end of the quarter, and especially for the next quarter. So let me share my screen. Is that okay? Let me see here. Okay. Can somebody just tell me that what they see right now? Michele, maybe?
I see I see KWT Mastermind build a steady listing pipeline.
Okay, just one picture, right?
No,
I see two.
You're in presenter view.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me just change that. Are we now in the regular view?
No, no.
All right, let's see here.
So it's probably going to be on the top side, top left-hand side.
I think now you are.
No, but we're good. We can see this if you like.
Okay, hold on. Let me try that again. Now, right?
You might have to unshare and reshare.
Okay, let me try.
Try it one more time. There you go.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Patty.
Thank you so much, Patty. You are awesome over long distance. So Jonathon and I have been traveling the whole country, like I said earlier, presenting and aggregating data, sharing that with agents, and making our leads available to agents nationwide. What kept us mostly busy last year was Keller Williams, actually. We attended over 100 bold classes and presented there. We may have met some of you. So we are excited that it's easier now to meet with more people even than before over Zoom. So during this short presentation, I'm going to be mentioning a couple of free things that you can download. I don't want you to do it during the webinar. So please write down this website or take a screenshot, and right after our meeting, go to that website and download everything free that you can find there, which is everything. And we put a lot of work into that for you. So please take advantage of that. There are scripts, ebooks, everything that you need right now to take advantage of the tactics and the niches that we're going to be mentioning during this presentation. Okay, so I'm going to move on. First of all, in case you're wondering, I'm not in Austria or Germany right now. I'm actually, I'm in Utah. I've been here for 25 years. So hold on to my accent desperately. And that's what you have to put up with. So, if you don't mind. Now, what are the easiest and most predictable lead sources that are on the market right now that earn you listings? I was just in a webinar with a presenter that I really appreciate. His name is Haas Pratt, and he actually mentioned this is, in his opinion, the greatest time in the history of real estate, at least in our lifetime. Okay, the market is hot, the prices are high. If you have listings, you can do so well right now. Unfortunately, a lot of agents are freezing up a little bit because of distractions of COVID and think it is a difficult market, or it is more complicated than it really is. Let's break it down a little bit and see how we can make it easier. LANDVOICE has these products since 2013 that I've been with the company. We started only with for sale by owners. Now we have expired for sale by owners, neighborhood search, pre-foreclosures, call capture, and old expireds. And all that data that we have will really help you to get listings in any market, up or down, COVID or not.
So tell us what kind of data it is. I think we need to know what the meat of it is.
Okay, let's get into that. Expireds. I'm going to show you a screenshot. The reason why I like expireds is because they really have both hands up in the air and say, I want to sell my home. I'm willing to pay commission. They're a ideal target lead source. The reason why most agents fail with expireds, quite honestly, is because they are not the first agent to contact them. Okay, I'm going to show you what the data is in a second. Because we have low inventory of expireds right now, and I think it's no different in your market, and high competition, a lot of agents give up and say, you know what, there's too much competition. I'm not going to call them. I'm not going to go after them. Wrong. If you have the right contact information and LANDVOICE will give it to you, you actually can be among the first agents to call every expired that comes up in the area. And here's what you were asking for. Here's a screenshot of the data that LANDVOICE can give you. Look at the very bottom here on the left side. You have different fields that you can click. I would click on expireds and cancels. I probably leave withdrawn out. Then I click search. maybe put a time range in, maybe a category of what type of home I'm looking for here, number of bathrooms, square foot, price. Then I will get all my new expireds from the MLS, but here's the beautiful part. LANDVOICE will give you the right contact information as far as phone numbers are concerned. We give you email addresses and social media profiles. Now, email addresses and social media, we don't give for every single lead. That is maybe 30%. But our focus is really on cell phone numbers. It is so important nowadays to have the right cell phone number, because that cell phone number does not only allow you to reach them if they're not on the do not call, and we actually scrub against the do not call. We notify you right here if it's in the DNC or not. But it also helps you to find the right social media profile, because everybody signed up with a phone number, right? So you can easily find social media profiles and send them a personal message through Messenger, for instance, if it's Facebook. Okay, we also give you all the MLS information. If it becomes expired, we tell you that. If it's active or pending, that changes immediately, okay? So now I said earlier that we are in a low inventory, and that is true. If you, let's say you have only a couple expired today, wait for the 1st of December. You will have about 3 to 10 times as many, because most expireds come on the first day of the month. Those of you who are veterans in real estate, you already know that. Because contracts expire at the end of the month, that's when you have the most. Now, let me ask you a question. When do you think you have the highest number of expireds of the entire year?
January 1st.
January 1st. So don't take, and that's such a big temptation to take a break, right, between Christmas and January 2nd after New Year. Realize that January 1st is most likely the most important day of the year for you. Okay, I just want to let that sink in. So set yourself a note. The December 31st, we have the most contracts expire nationwide, 10 to 20 times as many as on any other big expired day of the year. Then there is another big wave, and you don't need, that's not so important right now, but mark July 1st and also June 1st. Those are another huge expired days. Now, because you have low inventory right now, it is important that you build a pipeline that will support your business and will give you a lot of business in January and February. And the best way to do that right now is with old expireds, going after old expireds. First of all, why do you need to build a pipeline? I find that the highest number of agents who exit the industry is usually, it starts in February, but then it's really, really strong in April. Most agents, if agents leave, they leave in April. Why? Because they took a break between Thanksgiving and New Year. They took it slow, and they didn't build up the pipeline that gives them the listings that they need at the beginning of the year. So right now is pipeline building time and also listing time to finish this quarter strong. And I know of no other lead source by our research than old expireds to help you do that. Why? Old expireds, let's look at 2018, 2 years old. 2 years ago, the average listing price in Stanislaus County was $302,000. Today, it's $361,000, quick math. That is 19.5% appreciation. The national average, guys, is 16.3%, I believe. You are above national average of appreciation. That is for the average homeowner an extra $59,000 just for waiting 2 years to put the home back on the market. Okay, that is great news. That is why I suggest to go after old expireds, educate them on the current value of the home and why this is the time that they have been waiting for. Good thing you didn't sell 2 years ago, because today, and don't tell them how much, you can sell your home at a higher price. When they ask you how much, make an appointment, show up with a CMA, but don't answer that over the phone or you lose them too quickly, right? Now here's a graph that shows you Stanislaus County, the appreciation. And if we actually go further for the past 20 years, everything will be below today.
And do you have San Joaquin as well? Because they sell in all areas right there.
Wow, look at this. Here it is.
Oh, there we go. Thank you.
Okay, I give you the number really quick for San Joaquin. 349,000 in 2018 average listing price, a selling price, and now in November $411,000. That's a $62,000 appreciation, which represents 17.8%. Okay. So please consider old expireds. Here is why you want to do it. Low inventory today, high competition with daily expireds. Go after a higher inventory from 2 years ago and let LANDVOICE, don't do that yourself, guys. It's too much work to scrub it. Let LANDVOICE remove all the foreclosures, actives, and solds with a patented technology that does it for you. And we do it for peanuts, not literally, but figuratively.
There is a question. What is the accuracy of the percentage of the phone numbers that you give?
Love this question. So we give you 3 phone numbers because not all the phone numbers are accurate. Not everybody has 3 accurate phone numbers in a household, but we're able to capture 3. And one of those phone numbers has about an 80% accuracy if you get expired pro. If you get our basic expireds, it's still about 80%, but you get less phone numbers. You don't get as many, okay? So that's what you could expect. This is, guys, 80%. It's up to 95% actually, but 80% average is probably the highest accuracy of phone numbers you can get anywhere. We get it from a private detective database, the same database where attorneys, law enforcement, and private detectives get hard to find phone numbers from. Okay, so if we go to old expireds, we sort everything out, foreclosures, actives, and solds, and we give you those leads, and you will make money because those homeowners will always tell you, okay, how much is my home worth? I heard the market is hot. Can you let me know? So you get listing appointments very easy. And the beautiful thing is without competition.
Great question. There's a couple questions coming in. Do you scrub against the do not call list?
Yes, we do.
Okay, good. And then
actually, by midnight. So when you get it in the morning, it's accurate.
Awesome. And then also, if let's say Patty and I are in the same area, how do we make sure she doesn't get the same list I get?
Okay, I'll show you that really quick here. We make it exclusive. Every agent can get only one zip code in the past year. If Patty and you, Michele, are in the same zip code and you both want 2018, that is not possible. First come, first serve. When you call us after this and say, I want 2018 in my zip code, you get it. That doesn't mean that Patty cannot work in the same zip code. She can get 2019 or 2017.
Got it.
Do not recommend to go further back than 2017. We find that most homeowners that have listed that long ago, they made accommodations otherwise. But we find that a lot of 2018 and 2019 expireds hit the market right now for obvious reasons, right? So how much is it? If you get an old expired zip code and in a particular year, it's $250. However, at this webinar, we give it to you for $125. That's half price. And all you need to do is call in this number. So please write down this number and mention that Christoph and Jonathan told you you get it for half price, because that is actually not an offer that I told our sales team about. Okay. We have a buy 2, get 2 free offer. That's what they know about, but they don't know that I make it half price for you, even if you just buy 1.
Thank you. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So for those of you who want us to do a lookup really quick, Jonathan is actually doing that right now during the webinar. You can go to landvoice.com/free downloads. There's one form where you can put your zip codes in, and he will look up. By the end of the webinar, he will be able to tell you if those zip codes are available. Okay, now because we have only about 10 minutes left, I want to move fast and get to a huge niche right now that you have to know about, because there are not many people who actually know what's happening in the future. Nobody has a crystal ball, right? But we do have an indication of a tidal wave that is coming. And we can see that by looking at past data and current data. And that is, there's a tidal wave of pre-foreclosures will be coming, no question, as early as starting in February, and it's gonna go very high in May and in June. Here's why. 4.2 million mortgages are in forbearance. That's 8.5% of all mortgages. At one point, it was 8.8% of all mortgages. Okay. If it's a federally backed loan and somebody had it in forbearance for the past 3 months, that came to an end right now. If it's a federally backed loan under the CARES Act, they qualify for an extension of another 6 months in many cases. That means now they are looking at May for their forbearance plan to finally 100% end. There will be most likely no more extensions. If there would be a disaster, right? Billions of premiums have not been paid, and a lot of homeowners are hoping that they can put what they have missed at the end of the mortgage or do a refinance. However, not everybody has equity in the home. Not everybody has a job that actually the banks feel comfortable with, that, yeah, you have the income, we work with you. Many of them will receive a notice of default in the mail. There will be hundreds and hundreds of thousands of notice of defaults be issued early next year. Okay, so what does it mean? The tidal wave of pre-foreclosures is coming, and you as an agent have to be ready to help those homeowners. The best time to get in contact with them and build rapport and build a relationship is actually now, even before they go down that road of foreclosure, right? So we give you all that data at LANDVOICE. We made it available actually since COVID in every single of our packages and bundles, because we believe you need the best data right now. So pre-foreclosure data gives you name, address, the phone number, scrubbed against the do not call. When you click on more info, it shows you more info about that particular home and the lender. And we give you that data in most cases, probably 80–90% of the cases, about 3 days before even the homeowner gets a notice of default in the mail. Because LANDVOICE captures is online, the notice of default is issued actually as a letter, which they receive after you have the knowledge that they just officially went into pre-foreclosure. So in the past, this was an old script. I don't like this script. I don't recommend using it. The script for pre-foreclosures was, I saw your home is going into foreclosure. I help people like you, blah, blah, blah. And people felt good about the script because it has the word help in there. However, from a homeowner's perspective, it is very threatening that somebody calls them out on the financial difficulty and says, I want to help you. When they get defensive and say, look, you're not supposed to know about my financial situation, take me off your list. Or I feel really threatened right now, I don't feel comfortable with that. Or they flat out maybe deny that there are in pre-foreclosure or financial difficulty, all right? Here's a better script. And I want to introduce it actually with, some of you may know of Christina Griffin. Gary Keller asked her to teach a pre-foreclosure class right now, actually, because of the huge opportunity for Keller Williams agents right now to own that area in the space of pre-foreclosures. Christina Griffin was an expert in pre-foreclosures even 3 years ago. And last year, this is what she recorded for me.
We are absolutely crushing it on LANDVOICE. The pre-foreclosure data is spot on. Our team in less than 3 weeks has 17 listings. I highly recommend it. We're getting ready to go through a shift. A lot of us are already in the shifting market, and leveraging the pre-foreclosure data and getting back to things that worked 10 years ago in short sales has been super powerful for us. So I highly recommend it.
So I recorded this during a family reunion, and then in November I congratulated her, met her at some Mastermind, and she said, Christoph, I now have 68 closings, all coming from LANDVOICE from pre-foreclosures. That was last year. Okay, and I asked her, of course, Christina, which script did you use? I want to share that. And she said, here it is, and we can share it. She said, this is so simple, guys. Write it down, even though if it looks too simple. If you were offered the right price for your home, would you be willing to sell? Note that she did not say you are in pre-foreclosure or you were in forbearance, nothing like that. She treats them just like a regular neighbor. Many of them were in her contact list, and she just sent that as a text message. And you will have, right now you have actually thousands of pre-foreclosures come in the LANDVOICE platform, and come next year, you will have 10 times as many, okay? So if that script goes out, you can imagine how many of them are gonna say, yeah, sure, I wanna know how much is my home worth. I definitely are interested in selling if I can sell it at the right price. Why? Because they, for the last 3 to 6 months, they have been working with forbearance. They don't know what the bank is gonna tell them. They wanna know at least how much is my home worth, because that is one of the options besides refinance or putting it to the end of the mortgage or selling it to an investor. Yeah.
Thank you so much. There's more questions here, right? So what is the difference between LANDVOICE and Property Radar?
Oh my gosh, I hope Jonathan is on, because
can you hold for just a minute, please?
Property Radar. Oh, a Property Radar, they give you the most likely to sell, correct? Is that correct?
Yes.
I don't know for sure, but I'm just there was a question in our group chat, and they want to ask you that.
Okay.
No, Property Radar tells you who's in pre-foreclosure, or in foreclosure. It also tells if it's already sold from foreclosure.
Okay, so if there's a,
thank you, Lisa.
That is similar, right? They tell you who's in pre-foreclosure. I venture to say that the phone numbers you receive from LANDVOICE would probably be the differentiator with any other company, because you also know that there's Vulcan 7, there's RedX, there are all those companies that sell expired for sale by owners and so on. And we know that the accuracy of the LANDVOICE data is just higher than with any other competitor. And here's another important part. We're the only company that does absentee owner lookups. And that is so important.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that is another big differentiator. Of course, there's always somebody else, guys, who's selling similar data. The beauty with LANDVOICE is higher accuracy. We have been longer in business, and we have all products in one. You don't have to buy your pre-foreclosures from one company, your for sale by owners from one, expires, and hope that everything meshes and works together. You know, that's very important if you want to save time. With LANDVOICE, you have everything in one place. Okay, and at the end, we can answer more questions. I want to give you a couple more pre-foreclosure scripts, absolutely free. Just download them again at this website here at the bottom of the screen. And that's also a video that, that we created that will help you. Now, another lead source that is easy and important is geofarming. And you will hear that all the time, that now is the time to connect with a database, with your geofarm, with your neighborhood. Question for a lot of agents is, you know what, yeah, I can get the phone number, I can get the addresses. I mean, I can get the address and the name, but I always have a hard time having the right phone number. And that has been an issue with, even with LANDVOICE, that we were not able to give you all the cell phone numbers for everybody. We gave you the landline. In my opinion, that was not enough. So what we did 2 years ago, we started working on a product that now gives you the cell phone numbers for all your neighbors. That is good news, of course, for neighborhood farming, but also great news if you want to refresh your database and your contact list from your specific market area. I want to have the right phone numbers. So here's how you do it. And before I get into that, for those of you who don't know what just listed, just sold is, every time you list or sell a house, you better let the neighbors know what you just did. Don't make the mistake what the agent of our CEO did. His agent sold his home in 1 week at full price and did not geofarm, did not let anybody know what he was doing, no postcard, nothing. And 7 homes went up for sale in that area, and that agent didn't get any of them because they didn't brand themselves. Okay, so you want to make sure that as soon as you have an open house list just sold, you let the neighborhood know the great thing you just did, so they know. It's contagious almost if one home gets sold at full price and other homes pop up like mushrooms. Okay, geofarming script. I know your home isn't for sale right now, but have you ever thought about selling? If they say no, do you know anybody in a contact list who is thinking about selling or buying or investing in real estate? So here is the new product that we have been working on for 2 years. And I make a big announcement to you right now because it's not out yet. It's coming out in 2 weeks. And I promise you that anybody who gets on LANDVOICE today, we will give you this product for free as part of your package. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's always good to come from angle of contribution. Okay, so here's how it works. You draw a polygon boundary around your neighborhood that you want to prospect. And you can do that as many times as you want, always a different area. And then you capture all those homes. But maybe that's too much. Say, I want to only see homes over 3,000 square feet. Then you put these parameters in here, and it will immediately refresh that and show you less homes, or maybe a home value, or a number of bedrooms, bathrooms. Then you click submit, and here's what you get. You get their phone numbers, cell phone numbers, landlines, even if it's a business number, and all that information about the home, address, and even number of bedrooms, bathrooms, last price sold. And we let you search 1,500 records every month. So within 2 or 3 months, guys, you have an amazing database that is accurate, okay? Now, for sale by owners. And I'm gonna fly through that. Normally we take a whole presentation on that. I apologize, we don't have much time, so I'm gonna fly through that. For sale by owners is my #1 favorite listing source. Why? Because they are always there. They are predictable. They come up in every time of the year. Mostly the highest bell curve is in June. So write that down. You always want to do FISBOs in June. But when expires are down, FISBOs are typically up. And when FISBOs are down, expires are up, right? Just like a seesaw. 90 up to 91% of FISBOs end up listing with an agent. NAR has been telling us that for years, and that number has been actually going up since I started with the company LANDVOICE. It has been 84% when I started. Now it's 91. Yet most agents are dreading FISBOs, and they try it and they say there's just too much rejection. Why? Because they treat them oftentimes wrong. FISBOs are like a toddler sometimes. No matter how many great arguments you make why they should be listing with you, at the end, they surprise you and they say, you know what, that sounds great, but no, I do it myself. Right? I think all of you have heard that. So we have to change our approach for those type of for sale by owners, because we already know what they're gonna say at the end. Tony Robbins makes it easy for us. He says, add more value than anyone else does. Okay, come with no commission breath, but come with value from an angle of contribution. And the best thing is to give them something of value that sets you apart from other agents that most agents don't think about. So don't think about CMA, because a lot of agents are doing that already. That's not too different, but use a script that they get surprised about. I would say, hi, this is Christoph with Keller Williams Montego Real Estate. Before you hang up, I'm actually not calling to ask for your listing. In fact, I don't want to sell your house. I want to give you something to help you sell your home on your own, and I help you for free. Okay, that is something they have not heard from any other agent, because agents think as soon as I say that, I lose everything. I don't want to help them for free. But there are certain things of value you can give them for free that will create an unbreakable alliance to you. And I will show you in a second what it is. So here's what I would do. I would log into LANDVOICE. So you call us, you give us your top 2 counties, and we will give you all the for sale by owners in those 2 counties every morning, Monday through Sunday without fail. And we scrub against the MLS. We even tell you if it's expired, canceled, withdrawn, pending, or sold, so that you don't need to do any of that research. And we give you the phone number and even the ad. So then I would sort by price. I click on price, and I want to make sure that that morning I call on the highest value for sale by owner first. And when I talk to them, I don't spend too much time. I just use that little script as I did before, and I will say, I want to send you a quick video that it will explain in more detail what I have to offer to you for free. And after you had a chance to watch the video, I'll follow up with you and see what you thought. And here's a video that they would see.
So you want to sell your home on your own? Great. Here's how I can help you sell your home without listing with me or any other agent. and I'll help you for free. I will give you access to a technology that is currently being used by the top agents in the country to sell houses faster and at higher prices than ever before. Here's how it works. I will give you your very own toll-free number with unlimited extensions to use on your ads, flyers, yard signs, social media, or anything else you use to advertise your property. This will drive significantly more potential buyers and free up your time in the process. For example, put this new toll-free number and extension on your for sale by owner sign. When a buyer calls the 800 number and enters the extension for your property, they will hear a beautiful property commercial I've had professionally recorded for you for free. Now, at the end of this recording, the buyer will hear your asking price and have the opportunity to press a button to speak with you directly, to set up a showing, or submit an offer. And here's the really cool part. When the buyer hangs up, the system captures their information and the extension they called, then you receive an instant text message or email with that information. Now, if you want, you can follow up with that buyer at the peak of their interest. I will also give you a professionally created property flyer with your photos, property information, and your new 800 number for free. You can print this or use this flyer to post your house on websites like Facebook or Craigslist. All this marketing will open your house to many more buyers and help you sell your home faster and for more money. The best part about this is that you don't need any extra hardware or software. All you need is your cell phone. You are probably wondering why I do all this for free. Well, since only one buyer can purchase your home, I would like to work with the rest of the buyers who don't purchase your home. I get to help them buy other homes in the area. See how this system can help both of us? You sell your home on your own, and I get access to more potential buyers and sellers. In addition, working together will give me an opportunity to demonstrate to you the value I can bring in helping you sell your home. So if you ever do decide to list with an agent, I'd like to be the first considered. I know you will love this technology. It's simple, fantastic, and it works. If you're ready, let's get started.
Okay, so we do need to protect the agent's time, and we're going a little bit over. So does anybody have any questions? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. I do have a question.
Yes, please.
Okay, you're going to do a deal for new signups. How about the people who already use LANDVOICE?
Okay, if you use LANDVOICE, please call 888-678-0905. We will see how much time you have left in your contract, and we will basically give you, we give you a credit, and we get you in a lower bundle.
They don't want to.
And we apply that.
Okay.
Okay, we want to save you money. In other words, just call, tell them I want to save money, I want to have that new bundle. I will show you how much you save, and you can see if that even would be the case for you. So the regular price for the Elite bundle with call capture is $597 a quarter. You get it for $497 a quarter, so $100 off. And if you enter the discount code, take 100, the first quarter will be only $397. That is the lowest price we can do. If you want an annual, there are different options. So, or even if you just want pre-foreclosures or only fishbowls, we can work with you as well. Just give us a call. Let us know what you want right now at this time for your company. We are very motivated to help you save more money than any other time of the year. Okay, so here is that website where you can enter the discount code in, take 100, and you get it the first quarter for $397. That includes everything we talked about, except old expireds, which you have to call in and tell them that you want it for $125 instead of $250. And you can see the phone number at the bottom where you can call in. So Michele, I'm sorry we went over. I think there were a couple of questions that also contributed to that. Thank you for your time. I hope this was helpful and you found a couple new ideas.
Is there any other questions, you guys, before we move forward talking about listings? Any more questions for Christopher? Christopher, we appreciate your time. Thank you so much for reaching out to me. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Enjoy your week. All right, you guys, let's wrap this up real quick. Let's talk about listings. Who has a few listings they want to tout and talk about? Go ahead and unmute yourself. Steve, go ahead.
Okay, I have a new one coming up this end of the week. Just signed up this weekend in Manteca over towards Woodward Park. Single story, 3-bedroom plus a den, 2,450 square feet. Immaculate, not a huge yard, but everything is nicely done. Very, very nice property, and will be about 5.25.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Steve. Anybody else listings? Kyle, you have one. Go ahead, please. I love this. Look at this. Go ahead.
So I have one coming up in a couple weeks, probably, in Modesto off of Sunrise near Morris, I believe it is. And it's a 1,300 3-1. I believe it's probably going to be priced around 300.
Wonderful. Thank you. Anybody else? Ashley, we just did a command Facebook ad for her. 61 leads off of that one. That's crazy. It's amazing. So yeah, let's make sure we're doing it. Brian,
we've got a listing coming up in April. It'll be 200 acres of land with a lake in the middle of it, and then is that a 3-2 on it? Huh? It'll be 1,890,000.
Awesome.
So it's very nearby, up in near Burson, and it's totally secluded. I call it Shangri-La.
I love it. I love it. That's awesome. What else, you guys? Anybody else? Listings? I can't see everybody all at one time, so go ahead and just chime in.
I got 2 in Stockton that are coming up.
Okay, awesome. Tell us about them, Diego.
They're flip properties. They're completely remodeled. 402 San Carlos and 308 Mission Park. 3-bedroom, 2 baths. Completely staged. 3-bedroom, 2 bath. I think it's somewhere right around 1,458 square feet. But complete new kitchen, complete new bathrooms, new flooring on both of them. They'll be on the market probably Wednesday.
How much, Diego?
$339,950.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be a good price point.
I like it. I like it. Thank you. Anybody else? Janet, what do you got cooking? I know you got something cooking. Unmute yourself. I know you do, sister. I can't hear you. Unmute.
I'm trying. Hold on.
Okay.
Mute my.
Yeah, no, I heard you. You were unmuted. Brian, would you get over to Tracy and help her?
Okay, now there I am. Okay. You know what? I wish I had some. I have some things coming up, but more in the first quarter.
Okay.
I don't have anything in the near future.
Okay. Okay. You will. I know you will. All right. Anybody else? Barb, do you have anything? Lacey. Well, that's Christy. Blanca. Janet. Anything? Janet McMahon. Carlos. What do you got? What do you got? Patrick. Lorena. Patrick. Bill. Louisa. What do you got? Listens, you guys. Share away.
I guess this is what we need to work on.
Right? Okay. So talking about that, obviously we have Diego coming out next Monday. He's going to be sharing a few things on what he's doing. Does somebody have a comment? Okay. Okay. So we're going to get chat to be talking about listings as well, right? On in the next couple weeks, because I think it's important we just end this month off, or I should say the quarter off, very, very strong. You can see our numbers are always going up right now. It's the most amazing thing to look at for all of us. So I'm excited about that. And yes, Brian, which you probably didn't hear this. I think you were just getting on to the call. Anybody who books an appointment with Brian in the next 2 weeks, he's a text guru. I don't know if you noticed that. You'll get 2 tickets for the contest. And I'm going to throw this one out. Whoever shows up to Beth, your script class is tomorrow. Whoever shows up to Beth's script class will get an extra ticket as well. So that's 2. Peg, you writing this down, my friend? Mackenzie? Michelle? Awesome. 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 You guys, the links are all in the Facebook group and in the emails. I know Michelle sends them out. I don't know if you noticed, we've cut down on our emails, so that's good. So does anybody have any questions before we hit noon?
Hey, Michele, I want to just reiterate the business planning clinic.
Yes.
I did that last week. I
5
think
tickets.
Norma was on there as well, a few others. It is coming up
And
again
B.
the first of the month, and it is powerful, really great information, great tools to work with. And of course, there's a mastermind tomorrow and the next day, I believe, 17th and 18th, if you want to go higher level, and that's on business planning as well. That one's $49. The one on the first of the month is $20. Great stuff.
Yes, yes. They all know they get 5 extra tickets too.
And
Michele, what was that? You were going to show something?
I was trying to show that the little flyer, but it doesn't fit in my window there. Is that better? This one's going to be the one on the first and the second with Mark Brenneman. Is that how you see it?
Yes.
Okay. And I'll get that out again as a reminder as well.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Peggy, did you want to say something? I'm sorry.
No, I was just going to say that on Mark Brenneman's, the cost is $20, but that $20 is going all to KW Cares.
Yes.
To help with all of the crazy disasters.
Okay, what's KW Cares, Peggy? Say a little bit more so people get it.
KW Cares is Keller Williams' charity that does an amazing job supporting agents during disasters like hurricanes, in our area fires. They do like $5,000 instant grants when people lose their homes or have immediate needs, or in case of illnesses. I mean, we had an agent who was ill the last couple of years, and they helped her out with expenses and things. So it's an amazing organization. They've been super apt on.
And it's agents helping agents. Yes.
Yep. And you can also donate on your commissions if you like.
Yep. Every green sheet or every demand. Yep. There's people who do it automatically. Some people do $5 all the way to $100 on every single demand. Danny B.
Hey, just real quick, when I signed up for the business planning, I signed up for Carl and for Mark, but I've already done Carl. So if anybody would like to take the Mark, they're more than welcome to take that Eventbrite seat that I paid for already. So
wow, thank you for coming to the contribution. That's awesome. Yes. That is awesome. Any newbie should be jumping right on that. That's Danny B. Danny, give me your email.
DannyBRealtor@gmail.com.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, I appreciate you all. You guys, it's Monday. Go have a great week. Thank you. Thank you, Eric. I see you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Christopher.
Great meeting.
Thank you. It's all because of you all.